This week's progress, I have started to implement some of the models into my scene, as well as a walk cycle for my model, along with some textures, and then also integrate the growth system a little bit. So if we go to our first scene here, this is going to be kind of just the basic home screen. You'll have the main character here walking along and getting to interact with some of these different buildings, which will lead into the different scenes. This one here is the garden, so this door I'll animate to do a little opening, and then that leads into the scene for that. And then one of these will be a shop, and then the other one might be an additional shop of some kind, depending if I want to separate them out. I was thinking doing different vegetable types, and then maybe texture, having an option to do different color textures to make things a little bit more fun for people if they want to customize it. If we hit play though, we can see the walk cycle start. There we go. Then we can zoom in here a little bit. Right now it's just set to go on play instead of interacting with anything. So I have the animator set up with the walk cycle, and then I don't have an idle made at the moment, but I will, and I'll integrate that in. So when you aren't moving the character, she'll go into idle, which will probably just be her standing there. And then if we go back to our scene and then pull this open, I also have a movement controller for her so she can walk around, and then I'll move with this as well. The only thing I need to fix right now is just the colliders, so she can go into the buildings, out of the camera, and I'm hoping just kind of for a 2D back and forth, so I'll just need to limit the probably field with some colliders, so you don't have to worry about that. And then if we pull this back open and then unplay and then go to our new scene here, this is where the growth simulation is. So I have right now just a test bed with one vegetable type. These are just some tomatoes, and then these are the 3 different growth cycles it transfers from. We have the basic one here where it's an empty plot. The character will be able to plant the seeds. That's the first one, and then a in-between scene or stage, and then back into the final one here. And then if we open up this and we hit play, we have the basic scene here. In order to water it or make it a new day, which will trigger the growth cycle, you have to water the plant. So you click on this and then click on the field, and it will populate with a watered texture. And then I need to make one that's just kind of like a dry texture so you can tell the difference. You hit new day and a new growth cycle will pop up, and then you do the same process again. And then again for this guy, and then this one takes a few different couple days to grow through. If it will grow, apparently not right now, it won't. There we go. And then the script right now I'm working on getting it to localize to the same transformation. Right now it clips through the bottom, which is not ideal. And then also I have a inventory button here, and that's where you're going to be able to see the different seed types you have, the different vegetables that you've grown. So the stage after this will be basically emptying this back down to the basic plot, so you've harvested it and can restart the cycle. And then I have some basic pauses set up. This will be the home screen. And then I don't have a way right now to transfer back from the garden to the main screen other than just pausing here and then hitting home. So I'll be working on that and then finishing the garden script here and just working on a couple other little things to flesh that out. So that's what this week says.